I have been singing for 34 years. Sema 34 years. Kile kitu nimeona na Kashombere mimi sijawahi ona. Song was recorded. It is still in a cassette. Either 1994, 1995, 1996 there.
Kwa maana fadhili zako zadumu. Hallelujah, nina sababu ya kukuabudu.
I am the firstborn. And out of 6, I used to be told that I was the ugliest. Our house help would start by the most beautiful one or the handsome one, and I would be the last one. Being despised. Unaenda mahali, ukiexpect utapewa wimbo uimbe, unanyimwa. Na najua imbaji wengi wanapitianga hayo mambo. Don't lose hope. Ninaambiwa nyimbo zangu, utunzi wangu ni mzuri. I have beautiful songs. But why should I sing like a man?
Dr. Sarah Njeri Kariuki, better known by her stage name Sarah K, is a renowned Kenyan gospel musician, award-winning gospel minister, vocalist, songwriter with over 200 songs, founder and leader of Back to the Root of Worship Ministries (BTR), mother of many spiritual sons and daughters, who has endured insurmountable hardships of life, including childhood trauma, identity crisis, and inferiority complex, to becoming arguably one of the best songwriters in the world. This is the Newsmakers edition featuring the making of Dr. Sarah Njeri Kariuki, alias Sarah K, and I'm Kagunda, Kelvin. Born in Buruburu, Nairobi County on the 30th of April 1971, Dr. Sarah K journey navigates from humble beginnings to significant contributions in various spheres of life. She is the firstborn in a family of 6. She grew up in Rombo, Loitoktok, Kajiado County, and other parts of the country. She says they were brought up by a house help as her parents were very busy with business.
My parents were business people. And so because they were in and out of home, we had a house girl.
Her tribulations began then as the house help would discriminate her by making hurtful comments about her appearance, leading to a lowered self-esteem during her formative years.
As young as I was, because I remember I was between class 5, class 6 there. And by the way, we are 6 siblings. I am the firstborn. And out of 6, I used to be told that I was the ugliest. Our house help would start by the most beautiful one or the handsome one, and I would be the last one. Maybe haikuwa na impact that time. Maybe sikufeel anything about it that. But you know, there is power. There is power in every word that is spoken.
Sarah K spent the first 3 years of her primary school education at Babandogo Primary School. The family then moved to Kiambu, where she attended Kibubuti Primary School for 2 years. Then the family moved to Loitoktok, a town between the border of Kenya and Tanzania, where Sarah completed her primary school education. She proceeded with her high school education at St. Valentine's High School in Machakos County, and while in Form 3, her life took a drastic turn as her parents separated. As the firstborn, she had to drop out of school to take care of her younger siblings.
When I was in Form 2, we had a challenge in the family. My parents got separated. And as a firstborn, what do? And in this case, ilikuwa tricky because when my parents fought, my mama akaenda, akarudi kwao. We were left with my dad. And my dad later also went back to Nairobi. And so I was left with the children. I was the father, I was the mother.
They survived by selling old scrap metals from her father's car yard until they saved enough to join their mother in Kiambu. There, the family lived in rentals, while Sarah, her mother, and the older siblings engaged in menial jobs for sustenance. After a while, a friend connected her to house help work in Dandora.
Tumesharudi, tumeachwa. After that, now the house was a rental. We could not be able to pay. We packed our things, came to Nairobi to my father's. My father's asked us to go to where mom was. We went to my mom's place. And that is how things were, and they were left that way. It was not easy for my mom with 6 children. My education was over. And nothing else was left but to do casual works. And that is how I ended up being house girl. House girl. I went to some place in Dandora and I did it for some months. And by the way, did I say mimi nimekuwa mtu wa mjengo? Nishaijenga. Even today tukienda Ushags napitianga hapo naona hiyo factory and I remember. I see that little girl, that young girl. Na kakoto amebeba anapelekea mafundi. Na maji ya kumwagilia kule kulijengwa jana. Na kubeba mawe kuyasongesha mahali fundi wako karibu.
Throughout these difficult times, Sarah K found solace in her faith and became a devoted churchgoer. It was in church that she discovered her musical talent and became the praise and worship leader at an Anglican church in Dandora. Her love for music and gospel ministry grew and she started attending missions and crusades, preaching and ministering the gospel. During one of the missions, she met her husband, Samuel Mwangi Thombe. He was attending mission school at the time and would later be ordained as a gospel minister. The couple got married in 1992. Her husband was later assigned to minister in the Korogosho slums and the family had to move there. In Korogosho, Sarah engaged in various hustles to support her family while pursuing her music career. Gradually, her dedication to music and her unique alto voice caught the attention of others in the industry.
And in the church, I met my husband now. And I thought, now because I will get married, everything, shida za kulala njaa, shida za kufanya kazi casual, zitaisha. But I would say, I don't know whether I would say fortunately or unfortunately, he was posted to Korokocho, and that is where we started our life. Korokocho was not easy at all. Niliuza nyanya, niliuza mboga, nilihook viatu za watoto, niliuza mangunia, ninatoa kwa mashops moja moja, nikipeleka Gikomba. Oh, so many things I did. But God was still reigning in my heart.
She began her music ministry in 1991. She started as a backup singer and eventually recorded some of her songs. The popularity of her music grew and her songs were even played on KBC radio, unknown to many that she was the artist behind them. In 1998, Sarah K and her family traveled to South Africa, where her husband had been invited to pursue theological studies. After their return to Kenya, she sang her first Swahili song. Although she was now a married woman and many would have expected her to change her surname to Mwangi, she decided to stick with the name Sarah Kiarie, as it had already become a household name in Githurai and Dandora, where people knew her songs. She later shortened her name to Sarah K due to tribal castigations.
I got married a year after. My official names are Sarah Mwangi, Njeri Mwangi, because my husband is called Mwangi.
Okay.
By and by, you know, I could not be able be able to remove. We didn't know if I wish I changed it immediately. Maybe I got married, but I was not able to do that.
Yeah.
So what happened? It grew and it became stronger. I could not be able to remove. I could not be able to remove the name Kiarie because I was known that musically. Now I realized. You remember there was a time, I don't know whether you'll be able to remember, there was this period of time when Kenyans were, everything that was in our minds was tribal. Who are you? What is your tribe? Where do you come from?
Yes.
And all that.
Yes.
It was there even in music. So what happened, because of tribalism, people would want to know, if you are singing Swahili, where are you from? Where are you from? And when I realized that, in fact, before I did my first Swahili album, I started singing that hata wakati nilikuwa naimba Kikuyu songs, because from 1991 I started singing, I began with Kikuyu songs.
Yes.
But I was brought up in the border between Kenya and Tanzania. So I think it is something that was put in my mind that Kikuyu songs are good and you'll be able to, I don't know, to break through in Kikuyu songs.
Yes.
Do you know what I was doing? I could not be able to compose in Kikuyu because we are not brought up in Kikuyu land. So I was doing it in Swahili. And then writing it in Swahili was very easy for me.
Yes.
And then now I tried to translate it, and I could ask people help. What is this word in Swahili? A Kikuyu word for this one. So that's what I used to do. Now in 1990, in 2000, I said, you know what? I feel good.
Yes.
I want now to get in. This was not me. Yeah. Now I want to go to where my identity is or was. And that is in Swahili singing. So 2000, that is when I did my first Swahili album. Now, because of what was going on in 90s about tribalism, I decided I will when people knew me as Sarah K, but I decided I want to introduce another name, and that is just K.
Yeah.
Breakthrough occurred when she performed during an event hosted by vernacular radio station Kameme FM. She performed so passionately and made such a great impression on the gathered guests that her song became regular playlists on many radio stations since then. Apart from her music, Sarah K is also a dedicated gospel minister. In 2021, she received a doctorate degree from the International School of Theology and Leadership. Her daughter graduated from Middlesex University in 2016, and her siblings' pastoral roles are a testament to the influence of faith and perseverance in her family. She is a pastor's wife with Anglican Church of Kenya. She is the founder and leader of Back to the Root of Worship Ministries, BTR, and the popular Tuesday worship moments at Nairobi, which is followed by a multitude of Christians home and abroad. They are blessed with 3 children, 1 girl and 2 boys. This far, Dr. Sarah K has written over 200 songs, among them Pale Kilele, Nimekuja Kusema Asanti, Mede na Mede, Atoa, Wamtumainio Bwana, Liseme, and the Hakuna Silaha Hitmaker, which is over 50 years old. She has performed across the globe, including Kenya, Tanzania, South Africa, United States, Israel, Europe, Uganda, Zambia, Rwanda, and Burundi, the United Kingdom, and among others. Her deep and powerful voice has earned her national and international recognition. She has also won numerous awards for her soul-stirring music, such as the Grove Award for the Female Artist of the Year in 2014. She underscores the importance of patience.
Hallelujah. Sasa another miracle mimi nimeona sijawahi ona. I have been singing for 34 years. Sema 34 years. Kile kitu nimeona na Kashombere mimi sijawahi ona. Sijawahi ona. Na ninawaambianga ya kwamba ngojeeni Mungu. Mambo hatujawahi ona. Mambo hatujawahi sikia. Mambo hata mioyo yetu haiwezi beba. Hayo ndio mambo ametuandalia. Haya ya. Sijui hata saa hii imefika ngapi? 800. Imagine over 800 in 9 days. I have like over 200 songs. I have never. Hata nimekuja kusema ile iliendanga na akina Liseme. Mimi sijawahi ona. Jehova. Mimi naangalia hivi nasema, yani Mungu kuna vitu vinakuanga bado vya watu kama sisi. Haja. Nilikuwa naona ya watu wengine YouTube, naona in a week million, nasema haja. Hizi vitu inakuanga ni real ama ni kununua? Kumbe ni real. Na situgoje huyo Mungu. Na situgoje.
How to sustain consistency in the music ministry.
Nitawahi pata pesa. Kitu moja najua siwezi fanya, I'll never stop singing. Because not only I sing because of what I have, I mean the gift I have, but the one that I sing to is my Father and is my God. Whether I have or not, amenipatia hiyo kipawa, so I have to bring it out. And that helped me. It kept me going. Even with obstacles and all hindrances, I could just say I am going. Even when people were looking for awards and all those things.
She's one of the unsung heroes, and she continues impacting people's lives through her ministry. That has been the making of Dr. Sarah Njeri Kariuki, alias Sarah K. And I'm Kagunda, Kelvin.